From the late 1950s to the 1970s, the space race captivated the world. It was more than just a technological competition, it was a battle of ideologies, innovation, and national pride between two superpowers, the United States and the Soviet Union. But how did this rivalry begin, and how did it forever change humanity's relationship with space? Let's dive into the full story. After World War II, the world was divided into two opposing ideologies: capitalism, led by the USA, and communism, led by the USSR. This division led to the Cold War, a tense geopolitical struggle. As nuclear arms races escalated, both nations sought new ways to demonstrate their superiority. The battleground shifted from Earth to space, a domain unexplored and symbolic of the future. The roots of the space race lay in military technology. Both nations wanted to develop advanced missiles capable of delivering nuclear warheads, but space exploration offered something more: global prestige. The Soviet Union drew first blood in this race. On October 4, 1957, they launched Sputnik 1, the world's first artificial satellite. It was a metallic sphere weighing just 184 pounds, but its impact was monumental. Then, on April 12, 1961, the Soviets achieved another milestone. Yuri Gagarin became the first human in space, completing an orbit around Earth aboard Vostok 1. Gagarin became an international hero and a symbol of Soviet dominance in space. The United States realized they needed to respond decisively. In 1961, President John F. Kennedy made a bold announcement: "I believe that this nation should commit itself to achieving the goal before this decade is out, of landing a man on the moon and returning him safely to the Earth." This ambitious vision gave birth to the Apollo program, a massive effort involving 400,000 workers, cutting-edge technology, and billions of dollars in funding. On July 16, 1969, the Apollo 11 mission blasted off from Kennedy Space Center. 4 days later, on July 20, the world witnessed history as Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin stepped onto the lunar surface. That audio Armstrong's famous words: "That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind." The moon landing wasn't just a technological triumph, it was a symbolic victory for democracy and capitalism. The United States had won the space race, and the USSR's lead had evaporated. The space race wasn't just about competition. It revolutionized science, technology, and our understanding of the universe. It gave us satellites for communication and weather forecasting, paved the way for space stations, and inspired countless generations to dream of the stars. Today, nations collaborate on projects like the International Space Station, and private companies like SpaceX and Blue Origin are pushing the boundaries of space exploration. But none of this would have been possible without the space race. The space race was more than a rivalry between two nations. It was a turning point in human history, a moment when we looked beyond our planet and saw the infinite possibilities of the cosmos. As we look to the future, the legacy of the space race reminds us that when humanity dares to dream, there's no limit to what we can achieve.